Ramesh and Manish invested 2 lakh INR and 3 lakh INR in a business and agreed that 40% of the profit be shared equally between them and the remaining profit be shared in the ratio of their investments. Okay. Manish got 2130 INR more than 100. Find the total profit in the business. Okay. Now I wanted to just pause the video for a few seconds or like a minute or two, and then we'll discuss. All right. So one way to solve the question is you assume the profit as, let's say, 100 units or X units. Okay. I'm taking X for simplicity. Generally, people prefer taking the variable, right? So I assume that the profit is, let's say, X rupees. Now, what do they promise? They promise that 40% of the profit will be shared equally between them. Okay. So 40% of X is 0.4X. We'll discuss this in detail when we study percentages, of course. Okay. And the remaining 60% is 0.6X. Now the 40% they divide equally, right? Matlab Ramesh and Manish, both of them will receive half of it, 0.2x, 0.2x each. And for the remaining 60%, which is 0.6x, they will divide in the ratio of their investment, 2:3. Now 2 plus 3 corresponds to 5 points. 5 points is 0.6x, right? If 5 points are 0.6x, then 2 will be 0.24 and 3 will be 0.36. Okay, so R basically Ramesh will receive 0.24x and Manish will receive 0.36x. Now they got difference दोनों के बीच में कितना दिया है 2130 INR more than Ramesh, right? Manish is receiving 2130 INR more than Ramesh. So what is the total amount Manish is receiving? 0.2x plus 0.3x 36x. This is 0.56x. And what is the amount Ramesh is receiving? 0.2 plus 0.24, 0.48x. Okay, this difference is nothing but 2130. Okay, subtracting them, you will get 0.08x is equal to 2130. यहाँ से you can calculate the value of x. दो zero निकाल देते हैं पहले. So 213,000 divided by 8. Okay, that is the required answer in this case. कर दिया है मैंने इसमें कुछ तो गड़बड़. Okay. Alright, ये solution फिर से लेंगे इसका हम लोग guys. गलती हो गया मुझसे. All right, so how do we solve this question? We solve this question by different ways. We can assume the total profit is 100 rupees, or you may also assume the total profit as X, whichever is suitable. I'll first take 100 and I'll demonstrate the same thing you can do by taking X. X लेने में disadvantage ये होगा कि you'll be getting a lot of decimals. That will be confusing. So I assume the total profit to be 100 rupees. 40% of this profit they will divide equally, right? So 40 rupees they will divide equally. Each will receive 20 and 20. The remaining 60 rupees, 60% of profit, they will divide in the ratio of their investments, 2:3. 2 plus 3 corresponds to 5. 5 corresponds to 60. So 1 point corresponds to 12 units. If 1 point corresponds to 12 units, 2 points correspond to 24 and 3 points correspond to 36. Matlab, Mahesh has received a total of 20 plus 36, 56 rupees. Ramesh has received a total of 20 plus 24, 44 rupees. Right? So the difference here is 12 that corresponds to 2130 in the question. So what is the total profit in the business? 100. That you have to calculate. You can cross multiply and you will get your answer. Okay. So 2130 aa jayega. वापस divide by 12. Okay. So 12 ones हो जाएगा 12. उसके बाद 12 sevens are 84. 12 sevens are 84, 12 560, 17,750 is the required answer in this case. Okay. Now there is a much quicker way to solve this question. We'll see how. See guys, the 40% of the profit they are dividing equally, right? And the remaining 60% they are dividing in the ratio of their investment. मतलब जो difference of profit, the difference of share आया है 2,130 rupees as given in the question, guys. This value, okay, it is not because of the 40% of the share they are dividing equally, right? It is because of the 60% profit they are dividing in the ratio of their investment, isn't it? Right? So what we'll see is difference between these values 2 and 3, 1. This 1 corresponds to the total of 2130. That is the difference of their share they receive, right? Just now we studied that the difference in profit is due to the difference in which they divide the profit in the ratio of their investment. Okay, 40% of the difference nahi aa raha hai, why? That they're dividing equally. Okay, so difference in profit is due to only that 60% जो उन्होंने divide किया है in the ratio of their investment, right? Once you understand this, the question is really a cakewalk, guys. So 2:3, the difference is 1 unit, that corresponds to 2130. So what is 2 plus 3? 5. The total 60% ka share. That corresponds to 5 times 10,650. So now we can say that 60% of the profit is 10,650. 100% is what? You cross multiply, you get the same answer, 17,750. Okay, and that's how you can solve partnership questions really very easily. If you're good with ratios, okay, the questions are a cakewalk.